Alright Kings, welcome to another video. It's your boy Shiraz here, guys. We're just going to dive right into this one. Man's purpose is not a woman. This might be a controversial video. I'm calling it out, okay? There's many men out there that will run masculinity past as men on YouTube, or men that are looking for advice, or people, men that don't necessarily understand true masculinity or don't understand their purpose in life, and they look to YouTube and they're trying to get information off YouTube about purpose or direction. And hey guys, that's a good thing, but as I said again, there's a lot of masculinity coaches out there that are predominantly pushing women as purpose, or there's so many of these masculinity, there's ones in question, guys, that are really in the spotlight. They're very well known. I'm not going to name names because I'm not here in this channel to shame people or hating them, but there's a lot of names. I'll just say JP, okay, I'll put it that way, and that they're kind of hidden, they're kind of shadow, what's the word, they're shadow agents, okay? So they're giving messages on masculinity, but really the messages are controlled and they're directing men the other way. And a lot of these influencers, or these highly well-known celebrities, and even the ones on YouTube, a lot on YouTube are promoting, your purpose as a woman, or your purpose as a man is to be a provider and protector. Guys, your purpose was never to be a protector and provider of women. Let me emphasize that. First of all, if you go into a relationship, if you make the conscious decision to, it's the thing that you want for the future is marriage or kids, the white picket fence, all that boring stuff, in my opinion, guys. And hell, guys, I'm saying it straight, that's just my opinion. It was never a thing that floated my boat. It was never a thing that floated my boat. I may have gone down the route of getting involved with females, having long-term relationships with them, but whenever they talked about the long-term commitment down the line and all this marriage malarkey and the kids and going to the park, guys, hey, I mean, that's when it wasn't for me, guys. I mean, I think deep down I knew these relationships weren't going to last, and I think these females sort of deep down knew, but the thing is, guys, never hide anything from them, and I never hid my ambitions and my purposes and plans from these females. What females tend to do in these relationships is they will be supportive, or not all guys, maybe not all females, maybe we'll get a 0.5%, but the majority of them will, and certainly in my experience, they will initially be supportive of your purpose. And if you're straight with and upright with them, you tell them, like, hey, listen, this is my ambitions and my goals and my dreams. Come on board or don't come on board. And a lot of them will agree to it, guys. But 1, 2, 3 years down the line, they will start to push their agenda, guys. I've been in 2 long-term relationships, guys, and this is no bull. That spanned over a period of 14 years. Okay. I wasted a lot of time in these relationships, guys. I don't regret anything because I've picked up a lot of key skills about women's psychology, female psychology. I learned so much about women, and that's why I've protected myself against the female nature and how they work and what they're really like, and relationship dynamics, so I know all that. So whenever I give advice to younger folk, like there's a friend of mine, a guy that I know from one of the retail stores, and he's a really nice lad. Now, he always asks me for advice, I always give him advice, guys, because I don't want him to see him damaged and doing the wrong thing. He's an actor, he wants to go into the acting industry, so I tell him straight off, don't get involved with women until you've hit Hollywood. Okay, so, but we digress here, guys. You see where I'm coming from. So this is what these females do. They will eventually not support that and try and throw you down that path. So if you're in that situation, guys, if you make this as a conscious situation of being with a female, hey, go for it. That's good. And some men or a lot of men are happy with going down that situation. Certainly, you get beta male sims guys that are quite happy to do that, be providers and protectors. And yet again, as I emphasize, if you make that decision, you should stick to the responsibility of being a protector and a provider. Um, and you've got to stick by that, guys, because you're making that decision. Okay, if you go down that route, uh, don't complain about it. I wouldn't personally advise that, but guys, here that's just my perspective on relationships. Okay, so your purpose is greater, though, guys. Your purpose isn't settling down with a woman and having a white picket fence and playing happy families, watching Netflix, and going 1 or 2 holidays a year. Guys, I know this sounds harsh, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you from the perspective of um, having the experience of this. Men are inbuilt purpose-driven creatures. Okay, you need purpose, and I said this in my last video. It's very tantamount important. Men need purpose. They need to strive for something, or you die inside, guys. You slowly disintegrate inside. As I mentioned before, people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I spoke about him before. He was a prime example of a man in every decade who finds some sort of new purpose, and he still continues to find purpose in his 70s. Fantastic example. I don't agree with his recent exploits or some of the recent things he came out with. In the situation where there was lockdowns, I don't agree with that. I really lost a bit of respect for him, because in my opinion he was the greatest bodybuilder of all time, and one of the pioneers of mindset that I've ever seen in the history, of man. Like, there's a lot of pioneers, a lot of people that had great things, but for a man that came from Austria, Graz, Austria, couldn't speak English, and he just dominated everything that he wanted to dominate, like acting industry, bodybuilding, politics, when it couldn't be done, guys. That he's a textbook to learn from. Okay, but bit disappointing. But this man always was driven by purpose, regardless of family. Yeah, he went down the marriage route, didn't work out, guys. Banged it, banged the maid, guys, and then found out 15 years later he had a kid. Quite funny, but he's a leader, and as an alpha male, took responsibility for that, and is obviously quite close to his out of wedlock son. So, which is a good thing. He's accepting responsibility, but he always had purpose along that way. His purpose was never the wife or the women. Other examples I can think of is Imran Khan. I said this before, guys, because they're good. Examples to give you. Imran Khan was questioned by a BBC newsreader, and the BBC newsreader tried to shame him because he decided to make the split from Jemima Khan, who was his wife at the time, and he had a child with Jemima Khan, and they moved to London, and he wouldn't leave Pakistan due to working in his position in prime ministerial position, and he said, "Listen, if I had done that and left all that and went to London, that wouldn't be the Imran Khan Jemima married. The Imran Khan that Jemima married. She knew what she married was the man of purpose. Pakistan was always my purpose. Politics was always my purpose after cricket, because he was a cricket captain. So he stuck by his guns. He stuck by his purpose, regardless of whether it was a sacrifice of his family. And a lot of people might say, oh, well, that's not being a man. But hey, guys, if you look at it in the long run, that is being a man, because, his tantamount purpose was more important. His life purpose was more important than, than that situation. And, people say that's controversy, but listen, that is a true man. He will sacrifice everything else for his purpose, regardless of what that purpose is. So man's purpose is not what social media tells you. It's not what women tell you. Guys, certainly don't listen to what a woman says about what a man's purpose is. A man's purpose is not a provider and protector unless by choice. Okay, unless by choice. So don't listen to a woman. Don't even listen to a woman in terms of the concept and the definition of what masculinity is, guys. Hell, don't listen to women about anything, guys, because women don't never take advice off a woman, guys. All right, I'm telling you this straight. Never take advice off a woman, guys, about men's issues. And never take advice off a woman, certainly about life issues, guys, because women are always going to come from an emotional, non-logical standpoint. Okay, they're not gonna come from a logical standpoint. So they can tell you about that in a correct sense. You always get your advice off, a man. Guys, never take. You get all these dating gurus, guys, that are females that are giving men dating advice. And the only reason these women are doing that, guys, is because they get thousands of views. Because you still get these beta male simps that because a woman's telling them that, they'll, oh, thank you for that, blah blah blah. Oh, because they think they're getting it from a female perspective. But a female is never going to give you the perspective, guys, the truthful perspective of it. This is what you don't get. So stop watching these female influencers. So, guys, don't make your purpose about women. Your purpose in life is not a woman. Here, guys, even when I was in these two relationships, I never dropped my purpose. At that time, I was into an acting industry, but I never dropped it, guys. I never would have dropped it. Even if I'd gone into that marriage route, guys, and these women didn't accept that, I would divorce them in a drop of a hat to continue my purpose. I wouldn't care. But I got the divine intervention got me out of these relationships clean, unscarred, guys. A lot of men don't get out of these relationships unscarred. They may create baggage through a child. They may create baggage through divorces. I got out of these relationships scot-free by the grace of God, guys. Whatever, I got out of these relationships, and I wouldn't go back, guys. Today I wouldn't suggest go into a marriage relationships at the moment, guys. It's just not a thing I think about. Guys, I'm in a phase of my life right now where women are not. They're not important to me at the moment. They don't hold any significance and where I'm going in life or my journey. They are just an icing on the cake if they come by. If they don't come by, hey, I can take it or leave it, guys. It's not. And so certainly when you're practicing something like semen retention, guys, you have less need for them. Men have need for a woman, guys. If you guys are going to be honest, most guys have a need for women for one thing. They either don't have enough purpose in their life, they don't have enough goals in their life, or they just want to get their end off, guys. All right, I'm going to say it. That's what it is, and they want regular sex, and this is why they keep girlfriends, guys. All right, because it's regular, it's easy, it's there. Right, but when you practice like stuff like semen retention, you're quite disciplined. You don't need to whack one off, guys. You don't need to go and chase females to get your end off. When you eliminate that weakness, guys, you become a very powerful man, and you will see the magnetic effects of that. Hell, guys, I was walking today, and I kid you not, I was walking today, and there's younger looking guys than me. There's more handsome guys than me, guys. All right, there's but even when I was shopping, I think my physique's got to a stage where it's really the best it's ever been, and even some of these guys were walking past with their girlfriends looking. There was a guy coming out one of the health stores, and he was walking by me, and he must have been about 20 years younger, and he was looking. So you will get that type of aura when you attain these disciplines. Because even men can feel that as well, guys. Men can feel uh, these kind of disciplines and the type of human being you are just as well, just as much as females can. And the men pick up a man that's disciplined through his physique and through his aura and through his walk. So you'll experience all these things, guys. I suggest you try these things and go through it, guys, and you'll see I'm not bullshitting one bit in this video, honestly. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. But that your purpose is not women, guys. Your purpose is find your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is, find it, guys. Find your purpose. Think really hard about really why you're here, and that takes a lot of introspection and meditation and things like that. And you've got to go inside yourself and ask. You've got to know yourself and understand that, guys. You'll find that. Whether it be money, is it money? Do you want cars? Do you want wealth? Do you want? Hey, guys, that's if that's your purpose, you need to concentrate and make that your purpose. If your purpose is, I don't know if your purpose is helping animals, or your purpose is, helping poor people. Your purpose is bringing more technology in the world, or helping the global environment. These are things that are purposeful things. Okay, I have a lot of future things that I want to do or help people with. Certainly, guys, I would like to help a lot of animals. You see these animals suffering right now. I'm very in tune with animals, guys. I think they're beautiful souls, and they're abused a lot. So this is one of my purposes down the line, is to really help animals and pull them out of this. I have other purpose in life, but I'm certainly not catering to the whims of a woman. And I don't think I ever will, guys. All right, unless it's my mum. So sorry here. And guys, as I say on this channel, I'll go over the organic truth. I won't lie to you in this channel. Subscribe if you find this stuff valuable to you. If you don't, then guys, we'll keep pumping out these videos. But I appreciate you like these videos, share it, and let other men see these videos, guys. We are in the weakest era of masculinity, and we have to help men take their masculinity back, to understand that masculinity isn't toxic, to be headstrong, to be dominant, not allow a woman to dominate you, not allow a woman to disrespect you. This is what's going on right now with men. They're just accepting disrespect. They don't know how to be headstrong with women. They don't know how to be assertive with women. It's not a sexual thing. These were core masculine qualities. This is a video for another time, guys. I'm going to talk about this in another video. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to go and hit legs on Monday, guys. That's how I'm going to start my week. So keep these gains coming, and other things to do, guys. So thanks for watching, guys, because I know you could watch hundreds of YouTube channels, so I appreciate you watching. 18 minutes into this, guys, I've ranted on a bit. Guys, we're going to go back to some more Red Pill content regarding your favourite subject, females, guys. Okay, so I've got some crackers for you, okay, regarding this. Regarding some female topics, guys, that you really want to know, you don't want to miss. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. Take care. It's your boy Shiraz. See you soon.